Are the San Francisco 49ers about to make a game-changing decision that could reshape their future? With Brock Purdy's contract negotiations heating up, the stakes couldn't be higher. After a tough season, the 49ers hold all the cards, and it looks like they're in the driver's seat. You won't want to miss how this could impact our beloved team. Hit that subscribe button and give us a like to stay in the loop on all things 49ers. With the NFL offseason heating up, all eyes are on the San Francisco 49ers and their negotiations with quarterback Brock Purdy. Chase Daniel, a former NFL quarterback, recently weighed in, and his insights have sparked quite the conversation among fans. He argues that the 49ers hold all the leverage when it comes to Purdy's contract situation, and it's hard to ignore the implications of that statement. Let's break it down. Purdy will undoubtedly see a significant raise this offseason. But, after a lackluster performance in 2024, finishing with a disappointing 6-11 record, the payday might not be as astronomical as many hoped. The 49ers have made a strategic move by signing Mac Jones as Purdy's backup, and while some might see this as a potential threat to Purdy's starting position, Daniel insists that San Francisco was already in a strong negotiating position regardless of Jones being on the roster. What does that mean for Purdy? Simply put, the 49ers can control his rights for 3 more years. They have him under contract this year. They can franchise tag him next year, and then do it again the following year. That's around $100 million over those 3 years, translating to an average of about $33 million per year, far below the current market rate for quarterbacks. Daniel's perspective is compelling. He argues that a deal around $50 million per year would be more beneficial for Purdy, offering him a guaranteed $150 million over that time frame, compared to the uncertainty of the franchise tag. Now I know what you're thinking. Does Purdy want to play the long game and risk potential injuries or performance issues, or does he want to lock in a lucrative deal now? It's a tough call. While Daniel highlights the financial implications, there's something deeply personal about these negotiations. Brock Purdy has been a beacon of hope for us 49ers fans, leading our team through some tough battles since stepping onto the scene. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, locking up Purdy could secure our future, but on the other, the franchise tag route could leave us vulnerable if he doesn't perform. Daniel's comparisons to Josh Allen are also noteworthy. Allen could have become the highest-paid player in the NFL but opted to take a deal that allowed the Bills to maintain flexibility under the cap. That's a level of maturity and team-first mentality that we would love to see in Purdy as well. It reflects a deep understanding of the business side of the NFL and the importance of team dynamics. It's not just about the money, it's about building a winning culture, and I believe Purdy gets that. As fans, we invest our emotions into these players. Every decision made by the front office impacts not just the team's future, but our dreams. As fans, the stakes are high. The 49ers have a talented roster, and how they handle this situation will ripple through the upcoming seasons. Are we looking at a potential dynasty, or are we setting ourselves up for disappointment? And you? What do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe that keeping Purdy under control for the next few years is the right strategy, or do you think he deserves more? The debate is wide open, and I'm eager to see where you all stand on this. In the end, this all comes down to a delicate balance of financial strategy and emotional investment. The decisions made in the next few months could define the trajectory of our beloved 49ers for years to come. If we want to stay competitive and continue to build on our success, the front office has some tough choices ahead. The news just broke that cornerback Isaac Yiadom will not be returning to the San Francisco 49ers for the 2025 season. Instead, he signed a 3-year deal with the New Orleans Saints, worth up to $10.5 million with $4.86 million guaranteed. This is a significant move, especially considering Yiadom's performance last season. He played all 17 games for the 49ers, starting in 5, and recorded 46 tackles, 6 passes defended, an interception, and 2 forced fumbles. His contributions on the field were vital, especially in key moments of the season. Now, as a passionate 49ers fan, I can't help but feel a mix of emotions about this decision. Yiadom was a physical presence in our secondary, and his versatility allowed us to utilize him in various defensive schemes. His experience from previous teams, including the Denver Broncos, Giants, Packers, and Texans, brought depth to our defense. When you look at his career stats, over 200 tackles and 3 interceptions, That's a solid resume for a player who stepped up when we needed him. But here's the kicker. While I appreciate what Yiadom brought to the team, this is part of a larger strategy that the 49ers are executing. With new blood potentially coming in through the draft and free agency, it seems like we're in a transitional phase. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, keeping a player who showed resilience and determination can be crucial for team chemistry. On the other hand, the front office must have a plan that they believe will lead us to greater success in the future. The addition of new talent can inject fresh energy into the locker room, but it also brings uncertainty. It begs the question, are we gambling on the future at the expense of proven contributors? The 49ers have a strong roster foundation, but losing Yiadom means we need to find someone who can replicate or exceed his contributions. And with the Saints now benefiting from his experience, it raises concerns about how this might affect our future matchups. Let's not forget that the NFL is a business. These decisions are made with an eye towards building a championship-caliber team. The Saints are getting a seasoned player who knows their system. Yiadom played there in 2022 and 2023, and he could be the key to bolstering their secondary. Meanwhile, the 49ers must pivot and adapt. This could open up opportunities for younger players or even new signings that can take us back to the top. Looking forward, I'm curious about how this will affect our draft strategy. Will we prioritize a cornerback to fill the gap left by Yiadom, or are there other areas we need to address first? The depth chart is always in flux, and the 49ers have historically made bold moves to ensure we remain competitive. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you think we'll find a worthy replacement for Yiadom? Or do you believe this was a misstep? Your thoughts are essential, and the conversation around our team's direction is always vibrant when we come together as fans. As we move forward, I'll be keeping a close eye on the front office's decisions. It's crucial to remember that every move impacts our chances of contending for the Super Bowl. The 49ers have a passionate fan base, and we deserve transparency about these choices. If you're as invested in the future of the 49ers as I am, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated. Be sure to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. We're in this journey together, and every opinion matters as we rally behind our team. Let's make our voices heard.